Hey there, I'm the MadCatster. Am I glad to see you here? Well, did you know that being broke is 100% a choice, as is being homeless? And did you also know that mental illness is a lie? Well, that's according to one of TikTok's biggest new gurus on lifestyle and finance. And we're going to take a look at what a hypocrite she is and why she's full of it. So buckle up and let's go. So I'm here with Sybil the Enforcer, and you may know her from her TLC show Cat Boss. And she's... So before we get started, I would like to thank somebody who sent us some wonderful Temptations cat treats from the Amazon wishlist. The Cat's Amazon wishlist is down below in the description. And I would like to thank Angela. I think it's Heidi, but the I is missing at the end. Andy and their cats Dylan, I hope I pronounced that right, and Moya. Thank you guys again so much for the Temptations treats. We go through so many treats in this house, you can imagine, with 13 cats. But thank you guys so much for your generosity. So there's this TikTok personality who goes by Mandy.on.earth, and her real name is Amanda Little. And she does all of these like lifestyle and improve your life kind of clips on TikTok, and we've seen a lot of scams come our way. We've seen the cryptocurrency scams, we've seen all sorts of things, and I watched a bunch of her videos, and she puts out all these like affirmations and gives all of these like conclusions about the way life is and why your life isn't what you think it is and how easy it is to fix your life. And it reminded me a little bit, do any of you ever remember that book called The Secret? And it's like all about manifesting and drawing to yourself with positive thoughts the things that you want and the success that you want. Well, this sort of reminded me a little bit about that. And one of the things that she said in one of the clips she made that got her the most negative attention was she made a clip where she says that being homeless is a choice.
Yesterday, I pretended to be homeless for 3 hours, and I realized that if you're homeless, you're there by choice. Like, you are there by choice, 100% having that experience, just the way that I chose to go experience that by choice.
Yes, you heard that right. She decided for 3 hours one day that she was going to be homeless. So for 3 hours, she went out and experienced homelessness. And that's how she realized homelessness is just a choice. Have you ever heard something so insane?
I'm fucking crazy.
It's like totally a disconnect from reality. I think we can all agree it's not a choice. People don't choose to be homeless. People don't choose. Let me back that up. Some people do choose to live out on the streets, but most people, I think you would find, do not choose to be homeless. So that kind of gives you an idea of what her philosophy is all about. So the next thing she talked about that I found interesting was being broke is a choice. Did you know that? I wish someone had told me that a long time ago.
Being broke is 100% a choice. No matter who you are, no matter what your story is, it's a choice. And you can choose to stop being broke today.
But you can choose to stop being broke. This is how she says you can stop yourself from choosing to be broke.
You believe that you have to work for money, or you have to have a job or a business, or you have to provide value or something like that to make money. None of this is true. All you have to do is appreciate yourself enough to just know that everything is going to work out no matter what, and that you can just relax because you're always going to be provided for.
Just appreciate yourself, know it's all going to work out, and the money will come to you. So relax and do what you want to do, and you'll always be provided for. It sounds to me like she's probably got a sugar daddy. So Mandy also believes that we live in a simulation.
You know how I know this is a simulation? How is Dunkin' Donuts stocked with donuts every single day? And coffee. And every other food place just seamlessly filled with food every single day. You can't tell me that that's actually somehow getting all grown, produced, and brought to every single location every single day with no problems.
She's amazed that every day the shelves are stocked with food and with products. She doesn't think that this can happen any other way than we are in a simulation. I'll remember that the next time that I see a Dunkin' Donuts tractor trailer pass me on the highway. I guess they just all must be empty and we're just supposed to think that they're filling up the shelves. Sounds plausible to me. She also says that one of the reasons why we are a barrier to our own success is that we set goals and we work to achieve them. And apparently that's been the wrong way of thinking and the wrong way of doing things all this time.
The reason you never achieve any of the goals that you set is because you set the goal and then you do everything in your power to make it happen instead of just allowing it to unfold. I set a goal 10 days ago to make 10K in 10 days, and guess what? I doubled the goal. I made 20K. And if you ask me how I did it, I'll tell you, I have no idea. I just went about my business. I set the goal, forgot about it, and then let it unfold.
So she claims that she turned $10,000 into $20,000 in 10 days without doing anything. And she's very cryptic in all of these things, of course, like all of this type of talk. There are no specifics, and you'll see in a minute why there are no specifics. And I think you'll also get some insight into just how she's becoming so successful. One of the more controversial, I think, things that she talks about in her clips is that she says that mental illness is a lie. And basically she says that people get diagnoses and it makes them feel unique and special. And so that's why we buy into it.
Mental illness is complete BS. It's the perfect trap, too, because it's like we created it to keep ourselves limited. When somebody gives you a diagnosis like, oh, you're bipolar, that makes you feel unique. It makes you feel special.
Talk about dangerous and really irresponsible talk, but she does also later go on to make some clips about using psychedelics.
Okay, so you had the crazy psychedelic trip and you saw through reality's illusion, right? You can see that none of this is real and it's all an illusion.
I don't know if she's a friend of Catherine McBroom's, but that gives us a clue as to maybe what's partially affecting her train of thought. She also tells us that wealthy people understand that you don't have to work for money.
This is something that wealthy people understand. You don't have to work for money. Okay, so you've heard me talk before about how wealthy people get everything for free, right? This is because they don't try to force situations to happen.
Well, yes, because they have money that earns them more income. So of course they don't have to work for money. But you can't start out with nothing and be earning money from nothing. You have to have the wealth in order for it to work for you and earn you an income. So I was asking myself, who is this person? What is this all leading up to? And then the answer came, ta-da!
All right, my book comes out August 11th, so every day until then I'm going to be reading you little clips from the book.
She's promoting a book that's coming out this month. And so, of course, all of this nonsense that she's been spewing forth is supposed to be teasing up to the launch of her book. So I looked her up and I was like, what exactly is giving her the authority to write a book about how to be financially independent by doing nothing? And well, nope, it's not a specialized degree. It's not even life experience. She is a certified massage therapist in the state of California. So that's her only qualification for this 20-something to be telling us all how we are doing everything wrong. We should just stop working and get out of our own ways and money's gonna just fall into our lap. Well, I guess we also need to be making TikToks and we need to be writing books telling people to stop working and get out of their way so that the money will come right into our pockets and our bank accounts because we're not doing anything but writing a book telling people not to do anything to make money. I also found she's a bit of a hypocrite. Back a couple of years ago, she had a serious illness, and I'm certainly not going to say anything bad about that. I mean, nobody deserves to be sick. It's a terrible thing. Luckily, apparently she's made a full recovery. But what I did find interesting, she talks about how being broke is a choice and being homeless is a choice. Well, when she was recovering from her illness, in order to pay her medical bills, someone who knows her started a GoFundMe, and you can see the page here, and they raised almost $7,000 to help pay her medical bills. So my question, again, I'm not saying anything negative about her illness, God forbid. What I find funny is that if she is so successful and she's so financially independent and doesn't need anybody and doesn't need to work for money, why did she need all of these people to help her pay her medical bills? Or is that one of her techniques for having money come to you with no effort? I don't know. But the whole thing sounds like a you-know-what to me. Begins with S, ends in M, and I'm certainly not going to spend any money on her book, but I'd be interested to hear... hello, Edith. I'd be interested to hear what you guys think of all of this. Have you seen anything about her? I know some people have talked about her because that homelessness thing really, I think, resonated with a lot of people and pissed a lot of people off, understandably. But please, people, please don't buy her book. Please, I'm asking you. You know, that's how people like this and people in cryptocurrency scams make money. They don't have to do anything because you give them your money and that's how they earn money. It's not some mystical secret. It's called taking people for a ride. And don't get on the bus, please. So tell me down below what you think of all of this. And look at Edith. Edith is really energetic today. And Sybil is sitting here with me. She's still here. She just likes to sit on the desk. But thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. We appreciate all of our Patreon patrons as always and our channel members. Thank you so much for your monthly support. We really, really appreciate it. Sybil's doing really well. Her mouth has been going longer and longer without needing to get a steroid shot. So I'm hopeful that this is now going back into remission, which it did for several years before. And I'm hoping, please God, let it happen again. But anyways, thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Please take care of yourselves. Love one another. And I will see you in the next one.
Pretty please. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell. I get a treat for every new sub. Thank you.